Welcome to Cheers. I'm your host, Avery Woods. Hi, Layla.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm so good, and I'm so excited that you're
so
here.
excited. Thank you for having me.
Because you're an open book.
I am.
And we sat down, and I said, what's off limits? And you said nothing. So I'm going to hold you to that.
Hey, ask me the world.
Okay, well, first I want to know why you got divorced.
Oh, God. I'm like, off running.
The only reason I asked you that, and I literally just
Yeah.
wrote that down, is because I have something completely different
Yeah.
in my intro. But I was like, you know what? I was driving here and I was like, I don't remember specifically you talking about it.
Yeah.
You talked about small things, but how long were you married?
So we were married a little over 3 years.
You have two babies. Yeah. And what started all of that?
So we met when I first moved down to Utah. So I moved when I was 19, and we met immediately after that. No, sorry, 18. Met immediately after that, a week after I moved there. And the relationship was like kind of good in the beginning, but then it got very, very toxic very fast. And then we got pregnant a year after we met. So I was 19. And then we kind of were just in a place where we were like, hey, like, do we get married? Do we not? Like, what do we do here? Got engaged and then got married 2 months after finding out I was pregnant.
Damn.
So kind of rushed everything. And it was a toxic relationship from the start. We didn't have like a solid foundation built. And then fought constantly our whole entire marriage over like the littlest things. It's just like, we were roommates, and then got pregnant 3 months after I had my first kid. So then it was another kid and another postpartum, but then now being pregnant again. It's just like, I feel like we were just coexisting, and we honestly hated each other. Like, fought 24/7 about just the dumbest things. Like, if I didn't take out the trash, or like if it just, everything was like an argument. And it was so toxic and so bad. And he was the one that was actually always threatening divorce on me. And I think it was almost like a control tactic, and he knew that I would get scared and kind of like cower down to him in a way. And that was the opposite of what I wanted for myself, because I came from a divorced family, and like I know how hard that is to like grow up with two households and everything. And that was like my biggest fear, was having to, you know, put my kids through that and have a broken family. And yeah, he just threatened it one too many times for me. And I was like, hey, like, if you're gonna keep doing this, like, actually fuck you, like, we're gonna get divorced. And I told him to get his shit and get out of my house, and never look back. So
wow.
Yeah.
How long has it been since it was finalized?
May of this year.
Damn.
Yeah. So we were separated for a year and a half, not living together. Like, when I told him, like, get out, like, get all your stuff, like, he never moved back in, none of that. He got his own place and things, and he just would not sign the paperwork. I don't know why. To this day, I would constantly like ask him, and he would do his things. So he's like, oh, I want to fight for our family, like, I want our family back, blah blah blah. But it was never like anything serious. It was always just like little comments like that. So I don't know what made him not want to sign anything, but it took so much. I had to like go and have the lawyers go to the back end way that it's like an uncontested divorce, that they have to like sign everything for them in a way, and the lawyers have to sign off on it, and then like the courts and stuff. So it was just like the most lengthy process for no reason.
Damn. Are you active in the church?
No.
Is he?
Yeah.
So he wants his family just because of that background?
That, I don't know, because he just claims that he loved me and just like all these things, but I don't think it was love. I think it was control. I think it was, he didn't want to have to like date again or like search new. It was just like comfortable, almost like we're together, so might as well just like stay together type of thing. Like, but it wasn't love. Yeah.
And obviously he was the one threatening to divorce all the time, but do you think that he was then saying he wants his family back because your life drastically changed and kind of blew up?
It's really hard for him, I think. I don't know, I can't speak for him, but the comments he's making, even just me going on this business trip right now, it's like, you need to be a mom. You're not being a good mom recently. You haven't been showing up for the kids recently. And it's just weird, because it's like, I'm trying to give our kids a good life that, sorry to be frank, you otherwise would not be able to provide for them. And I'm busting my ass every day. And like, he calls my job the devil's work. He thinks that my show and my social media is Satan's work and all these things. So it's just odd, because it's like, I don't feel like anything I'm doing is bad. I'm just vulnerable, and I open up about things that like otherwise people maybe wouldn't, but I feel like I'm helping people, and I'm proud of my job every day. And again, I'm giving my kids a damn good life that he wouldn't be able to, so I'm proud of myself. And
you should be.
Yeah, so it's just, he'll always kind of talk down to me. That's just kind of the person that he is, unfortunately.
You should be proud of yourself. And also, I get really bothered when people will say, you know, what you're doing is the devil work or that's evil, you're not a good person. In my eyes, I think it comes down to, are you a good human being? Do you care for others? Are you a loving person? Are you loyal? Has nothing to do with posting a bikini pic on Instagram, you know, but I think people confuse that and it makes me sad. But I want to tell you, because I get the same shit as well, but more so from like millions of people that don't know me. You're never with your kids. You're traveling all the time. I am the sole provider for my family. My husband's a stay-at-home dad. We just talked about this. I don't have a nanny. I don't have a babysitter. Like when I'm gone, they're with their dad. And I always say the same thing. If a man was on a business trip, would you say this to them?
No.
Absolutely not. But to get shame from your own children's father is so wrong. So I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But
it's a bummer. But
you're killing it.
Thank you.
You should be so proud of yourself. How are you feeling? How's life? Like everything has changed so much for you recently.
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like I pinch myself every day that this is my life and that I get these some opportunities and I get to go on podcasts with people that I love. And it's so cool. I never thought this would ever be me. And I'm just so grateful. I think that this is such a dream life to live. And there's hard parts for sure. Like every job has negatives and it's hard being in the limelight and having people comment on your looks and who you are and, you know, your personality when they don't even know you. And it's difficult. But ultimately, I feel like I'm living my dream life and I'm just so grateful.
You deserve it.
Thank you.
Looking back on who Layla was during season 1, how do you think you're different now?
Oh, polar opposite.
Really?
Yeah. I was a shell of a human season 1, and I feel like people always will make comments online like, she doesn't talk, she's boring. I was in the midst of my divorce, and that's something that they didn't end up showing on the show, but I was, I think, 2 months separated from my husband when we started filming. Like
with
that's
two
with two
little
babies. I was absolutely fighting for my life every single day, and then showing up to a scene talking about girl drama. I'm sorry, that was not at the forefront of my mind. And yes, I didn't speak up in scenes because I was suffering. I was not doing well. And I feel like that's like the context that people like miss sometimes when people say that I'm boring or I didn't speak up or I don't know how to handle confrontation. Yeah, like I had a very traumatic childhood where I don't know how sometimes to respond to high tense situations, and I definitely showed that season 1 and season 2. So I'm really proud of myself going into 3 that I was able to speak up in rooms and, you know, share what's on my mind and not let people like talk down to me. So it's definitely been a lot of trauma work to get to like where I am right now, but I'm proud of myself.
You should be. So in the earlier seasons, you had a boyfriend. What was his name again? Cameron.
Yeah.
Had an orgasm.
No.
Not
with him.
Not with him.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm sure that's probably why your ex-husband also gets pissed about you being on TV.
Yeah.
Because he's like,
tough tits. You couldn't make me come. Sorry. I should be able to talk about it.
You should be able to. Yeah. Also, no woman talks about like the lack of ability to have an orgasm
and it's
because
so
of their partner.
Common.
Yes.
The amount of DMs I got after I talked about that in season 1, because I feel like I was just like, oh, this is such a small thing. Like no one's gonna like care that I like said this. I had thousands of DMs from women being like, I experienced this. I've been married for 20 years, still haven't. Like, thank you for talking about this.
Yes.
And I'm like, I thought it was gonna be so embarrassing and like not have any type of like impact, but it's so common and so many women experience it. So I'm happy that I was able to talk about it.
I've been linking on Amazon for like, I don't even know, 6 or 8 years. And my number 1 seller is my vibrator.
I love it.
Like I'm like, let me do my statistics for sex. Yeah. So I read a statistic that said only 30% of women can have an orgasm with only penetration, with no clit stimulation. Okay. So 70% of women are not having orgasms unless their clit's being messed with, which is why we all need vibrators.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, 1000%.
I love that we're all talking about this. No, it's so important.
Normalize it. I feel like it matters too. Like, I feel like it's so, for a long time, I feel like sex was just for the guy.
Yes.
And that's what I had in my brain. Because, like, when they obviously come, they have something that's like physical that like you can see. So, like you obviously know that they're having a great time. But like for me, I was just like, oh, like as long as like he gets to that point, like I should be enjoying sex. Like it's fine.
Which it's not the devil's work if a man's talking about it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Because I'm like, sorry, you need 3 strokes and then you're jizzing everywhere. Yeah. Like, sorry, it takes more for us.
Like a lot more.
Yeah. Everyone here is laughing. They're like, what the fuck?
They're like, help.
Okay, so obviously Cameron was on the show and got some screen time. What ended up happening with that relationship?
So he dumped me like, I think it was like 2 weeks after cameras went down for
You're
the show.
Kidding.
Yeah. Just broke up and he's like, I just don't see like long term us working out. Like, I just don't see like, I don't see this going anywhere. And I was like, like interesting. It's so weird because like a month into us dating, you were like telling me that you wanted to pick out engagement rings and you wanted to look at wedding venues, and now you don't see a future with me. That's odd, but I think ultimately it was for the best. I feel like me and him wouldn't have worked out, and I do see that now, but in the moment I was like obviously like heartbroken.
Yeah.
This was someone that I was bringing around my kids and like, you know, was very present in my life for a good chunk of time right there, so it was really hard. But yeah, we wouldn't have worked out. I feel like there was a lot there that didn't really match up right, and I feel like now I'm aware of like how important it is to have a lot in common with your partner, because at first I was like, oh, that doesn't matter, like as long as like you get along, like that's the most important thing. Like no, like you need to have similarities to who you're with.
Totally.
So
and it's different when you have kids.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I don't have time to waste.
Yeah,
This
no,
is
for
so
sure.
important. How old are your kids now?
4 and 3.
That age gap,
13 months. Yeah,
dude.
I know.
I was like, I felt like I was struggling at 2 year 7-month age gap.
Yeah,
Like
it's hard.
You are a queen,
Thank
and
you.
you look incredible
gosh, thank you so
too. You
much.
walked. Was it swim week?
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Thank
bitch!
you.
2 kids in 13 months. That's fucking nuts.
Thank you. I mean, a tummy tuck and all the things got me there.
Wait, you got a tummy tuck?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I
Yes.
didn't know
Yeah.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got your boobs done, which they look
Boobs. Yeah.
iconic. I
Thank
would
you.
never. Okay,
Really?
now I need to know for my own sake
Yeah.
because I recently lost like, I don't know, 15 or so pounds. And I'm so proud of myself, but also like the more weight I lose, the more loose skin I have.
Yeah.
And I was a monster when I was pregnant. Like I was a big girl.
I put on a lot of weight.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I remember when I gave birth to Ziggy, and that morning I was 211 pounds. I had like sausage toes. They were so swollen.
Love.
Yeah.
Being a woman is so fun.
No, literally, I always say like I belonged at SeaWorld. Like I was so huge. I was like
Oh.
rolling out of bed every morning, like making that noise.
God.
So then when I had my kids, I breastfed for a long time, so it was hard for me to lose weight because I was the type of person that held on to my weight until I weaned. Yeah. So then when I started losing weight, I was like, okay, great. Like I'm thinner now, but I have so much loose skin. So I really wanted a tummy tuck because I already have a C-section scar anyways.
Same.
But I was like, I don't want that fucked up looking belly button.
Yeah.
Yours does not look
Really
fucked up.
I hate mine.
I never thought you had a tummy tuck.
Really?
Even seeing you in a million bikinis, I'm telling you, I thought you only got your boobs done.
Oh, wait, shut up.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I used to get so many comments about my belly button.
No, I was like, damn, her stomach looks incredible for
my
having
God,
kids. I
thank
had
you.
no idea it was
Oh my
tummy
gosh,
tuck.
Yeah.
Can you show me your scar later?
Yes, I will.
How?
It's like hip to hip, so it's pretty big.
That's
but
what I've heard.
They cut it in the way that like, because you can either have it go flat like this, but I wear a lot of bikinis that go up. I feel like that's like more common.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want it to go like a little bit more upwards, and honestly, like it healed amazing.
Did you get it done? Did you do a full mommy makeover?
No, so I did my tummy tuck, my nose job at the same time.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so behind.
I've done so many things.
I'm like nose job twins.
I know, I love
iconic.
it.
Dude, yours looks so good
Thank you.
too.
It was so minor. I just like wanted like the smallest little like tweak done to like just like the tip of my nose, and I was like, if I'm already under for the tummy tuck, just go on in there.
100%.
You know?
How was your recovery with the tummy tuck?
Not bad at all.
Okay.
It was like honestly, because I didn't have a lot of loose skin, and I didn't have a lot, or I had a more loose skin than I had like fat. It was just sewing my abs back together a little bit and then cutting off the skin. So I was up and moving probably like 3 days post-op. I bet you would be like that too. Because if you're really fit, it's going to be a lot easier for recovery.
I also heard the hardest part about having a tummy tuck is like sitting up straight, but we experienced that with our C-sections.
Yeah.
Like I was walking hunched over for so long because that cut.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
no, the first couple days you definitely are waddling. You're a little old lady, but it's not as bad as people make it out to be.
When did you get all this done?
This was after season 1. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So season 1 I did the boob job, and then like a month after that I did the tummy tuck and the nose job.
Good for you.
You know?
Honestly, it's like sometimes when I do stuff, I'm like, what else could I get done?
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna put me under anesthesia,
Yeah.
what else could we knock out and nip and tuck?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's hard, especially being on reality TV. I feel like you nitpick yourself so bad, and I feel like I love my boobs and I love my tummy tuck. Sometimes I regret my nose job, and I wish I would have maybe left it.
Really?
Yeah, because I just feel like I started to like eat myself apart. Not eat myself, pick myself.
Oh yeah, pick
What's the
yourself
word?
apart
Yeah.
on TV.
'Cause I was like watching. I was like, oh my God, I'm ugly.
I will say, like, I've told the story a million times, so sorry to my listeners that have heard it, but I didn't even realize I had a big bump on my nose until a girl on my volleyball team
Really?
like mentioned it to
Yeah.
me, and then it bothered me ever since. And I think I was like 15 or
That's
16.
so sad.
But I was fine with
Yeah.
it until I started doing social media for my
Mhm.
career, and I do all my own editing.
Yeah.
So I was like constantly
Mhm.
looking at myself in makeup videos or morning vlogs or whatever
Yeah.
it was. And I was like, damn, that really pisses me off.
Yeah.
But I always say, like, if I wasn't on social media, I probably wouldn't have done
Yeah.
it. I also wouldn't have been able to afford it.
Yeah. No, it's true. I feel like seeing yourself in a light and having to literally stare at your face for hours and hours a day, you definitely do start to like pick yourself apart and notice your flaws and things like that, even though there might not be. But at the end of the day, like, it is your body. And if
Mhm.
it makes you happy, do it. I feel like people are so up in arms about what us women do, especially on our show. Like Jessie, she gets so many comments of people just hating on her for plastic surgery. I'm like, it's her body. Why do you care what this woman is doing with her body?
Literally.
It's
And
so odd to me.
usually it's people that are pissed that she looks so hot.
Yeah.
Same with you. Like, they're just pissed because you have kids 13 months apart
Yeah.
and strutted your shit on a runway in a
Yeah.
bikini and look hot as fuck.
Thank
So,
Yeah.
I know I always have the conversation with people of, it's so interesting when we're so open about work we've had done because I've documented everything I've ever gotten done. And people hold that against me all the time. Like, I don't work out 5 days a week and like eat really healthy and have like put so much effort into changing my body.
Yeah.
They're automatically like, it's Ozempic, it's liposuction, it's whatever. And I'm like, I got my work done like what, almost 3 years ago. And I'm like, it wasn't until this last year that I really made a lifestyle difference. But then I think about the other side of, if we don't say anything, then we're lying.
Yes.
Because like, look at these huge celebrities that obviously have had so much work done but don't talk about it. So it's like, which one you want?
I know.
You gotta
Damned if
pick.
you do, damned if you don't.
Always.
You literally can't win in this world. You really
Double-edged sword.
Yep.
What's your custody arrangement, by the way?
It's 50-50, but he works a car dealership job, so he has like really weird hours that even if it's technically not my legal day, I'll watch them for him when he's working. So it's like the same thing. Like, I have like a nanny when I'm at this job and like things like that I have to have one. But then when I'm home, like, I'm just with my kids all the time. So I'm like, I'm not gonna have a nanny raise my babies if like I'm home. And he's kind of like understood that, but he does give me shit sometimes every time I leave town. But yeah.
I always say too, with co-parenting, like, the only opinion that matters is the kids, and your kids will watch you work
Exactly.
and provide an incredible life for them, and they won't understand it now. And it doesn't matter what he says to them in his house, but they will see what you do for them.
And I feel like also parenting, it's so much more important to have intentional parenting time.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like, yes, there's times that I'm gone and I'm gone for like a couple days, but like when I get home, I put my phone away. Like, I sit down face to face with them. I'm like, hey, we're going to color, we're going to play with cars, we're going to do whatever you want to do for the next couple hours. And I feel like that means so much more than like me half-assing parenting.
I fully
Because if
agree.
I was like home all the time and I'm like, I'm having to do work that's on my phone, they're like, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I feel like the way you spend your time with your kids is so much more important than how much time.
I agree. My goal is always on the weekdays to have my work completely done and wrapped when my kids are home from school. Because every single morning, David and I drop them off together.
Yeah,
so we do their mornings together, drop them off,
Cute.
and then I work. Like, I literally went home today. I was telling you I filmed an ad, got here, but like, we can be completely wrapped when they're home because it's intentional time.
Exactly.
Like, people don't see that, and they always love to say like, you're always on your phone, but they don't see it. They don't see what you're doing.
It's unfortunate that our job is on our phone. I mean, it's great.
Yeah.
Because then you can throw your phone away at the end of the day and like, you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, it's an interesting world.
I don't
that
even
we work in.
scroll anymore. Like, I'm so fried
Yeah.
at the end of the day being on my phone. Like, I don't even know what's going on in the world with people.
Yeah. And then that's the best part about it, though, is that you can.
Okay, so there was something you shared on your close friends, and you don't have to talk about this. We can bleep it, but it was the people that cleaned your house.
Oh my God, yeah.
Will you talk about that?
Yeah.
Because when you posted that, it made me sick to my stomach because I've had situations like this. And what made me the most upset for you was that you don't show your kids.
Yep.
So explain that situation a little bit.
So basically, there's a cleaning company that reached out to me, and I saw that they previously worked with Macy. And they're like, hey, like, we'd love to like come and like clean your house, and if you just post a story. And I was like, hell yeah, like, Mama loves a clean house.
Please
come on in, clean it. And I normally work with cleaners, but I'm like, if I can get one for free and I have to post a story, like, sign me up. That's amazing. So I had them come in. They cleaned my house, and they did like a great job from what I could see. Like, it looked great. And then later that day, I was like looking through my request on Instagram, and I got a couple messages from multiple women being like, hey, like, just so you know, like, I follow this girl, she's posting your house and like videos inside of your bedroom to her Snapchat story. I just thought you should know. And I messaged them and I was like, hey, like, just so you know, like, your employee is posting this of like my bedroom. And all they said was like, oh, sorry about that. We'll text her. And I was like, ooh.
Well, it wasn't just that
Okay.
though. It was her overlay on the Snapchat
Yeah.
and was like, OMG, just cleaned Layla's
Yeah.
house from Secret Lives of Mormon
Yeah.
Wives. But in the background are these huge family photos of your kids' faces.
Yeah. And I don't post them. So that's, I don't know. It was disrespectful to my boys, but it's also like, you're in my bedroom, which is like my safe place. And then I started to like overthink of like, maybe she was like going through like my drawers and like saw like I have like a full on like sex drawer that has like a bunch of freaking vibrators in there and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, were you like looking through like my shit too? It's just so uncomfortable. And I feel like the part too that pissed me off the most was that yes, that happened, but it was like I messaged him. I was like, hey, just so you know, this happened. It wasn't even like I'm so sorry. Like, what can we do? Like, we're terminating this employee. And then I also noticed that I had a bunch of stuff missing, and I'm an OCD freak. I know where I put everything in my house. Like, I could name something in my room and tell someone to go grab it and they would know exactly where it is and they could bring it to me. I'm such a freak about everything I have. And I had multiple pieces of clothing that were like brand new, had tags on them that just like went missing. I'm like, okay, that's not like a coincidence.
Yeah.
And I asked about that too. And I was like, hey, like, do you know maybe where she like put these? And they told me specifically where it was. Couldn't find it. To this day, I haven't found it. I went through my whole entire closet recently because I like reorganized some things in my house. Still haven't found them. So it's just like things like that I'm like, I gave you the chance to like be a good person. And like, I don't know, it's not that I wanted this girl to get like fired, but it was just like there's no remorse behind it, that I was like, you just completely invaded my privacy. And also the video she took showed like a pan outside of my window.
It did. So it showed like the
my neighbor's
location
house.
of where
Yeah,
you
where
lived.
I lived. And I live by myself
Yep.
with my 2 kids. I'm a single mom. I don't have a way to defend myself if someone breaks into my house. Like,
You also don't show your kids
no,
online.
I don't show my kids
so
online.
she exposed your children's faces, the privacy of your home, and theft.
Yeah. Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know what's funny is people think I'm so psycho for making everyone sign NDAs, but that's the exact reason. I literally have a joke that I'm like, if you step over my threshold, you will sign an NDA.
And as you should.
I don't have people in my house when people are like, I am like the hosting house, but even when like I want to have my friends over, like, hey, can my friend so-and-so come over and I've never met them? No. And that might make me sound psycho, but I don't know people's intentions.
You don't.
I don't need to monitor what people are doing on their phones when they're in my house. Like, it just made me sick for you.
Yeah, no, it was the worst. And after that, I started doing the same thing. Now I hired new cleaning people, obviously, and both of them sign NDAs, and like literally anyone, again, that's around my personal things, my nanny, my assistant, everything like that, they sign NDAs because you just can't trust people. And it sucks that we live in a world that you can't trust. But I feel like ultimately when it comes down to it, I bet you feel the same way. We're protecting our babies. It's not even protecting me. Like 100%. I could give 2 shits about me at this point. It's protecting my kids that didn't sign up for this world. And they didn't consent to be part of all of this craziness. And my priority at the end of the day, I'll be the biggest mama bear to the day I die. Like, you're not going to do anything to like test my kids.
Yeah, I agree. We had that where when Ziggy was in kindergarten in Arizona, he was at a public school and people leaked where he went to school. And I was like, see, this is my issue, is anyone can walk on that campus and with school shootings and stuff. It's just people don't think about that kind of thing. And so that was a huge decision for David and I when we moved here, was to put them in private school security.
Amazing.
Because it's not a risk I'm willing to take, because you're right. They didn't sign up to be in this world and they're just normal little kids.
They don't understand too, like the gravity of like the amount of people we post to every day. And then now the reach of like my show and things like that. Like, it's amazing that our show gets millions and millions of views, but that's also millions and millions of people that are seeing my life every day, and they don't need to see my babies.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so going into this season, there's some drama and shakeups. So Whitney and Demi left Mom Talk. Miranda's status is TBD. Jen's taking a break. How did this shift energy on set?
It was weird because the coming and going, I feel like, makes the show always just feel very unsettled in a way, because we have the girls that will come back for opportunities and then leave because drama happens and their names being said a certain way and storylines look a certain way. And it's difficult because I feel like already we're in a very high tense situation. Being on reality TV is very hard on you mentally and physically and just a lot of ways. And then to have it feel very shaken up and abrupt all the time is also hard, because you feel like you finally feel settled with the cast and then something happens and it's hard. I wish that some of the women would just like either stay or go, you know? It's like the coming and going that I don't have the patience for anymore, honestly.
Yeah, and how do you decide like when you're gonna film and with who, when everyone's kind of scattered? Like, will they just come in when they're wanting to film, or like with people that they associate with?
Yeah, so normally I can't speak for some of the women, but like they'll put us in scenes. They'll text me like, hey, like I need you and Miranda to come to this place today and you guys are gonna film and maybe talk about this. And it's always kind of random with those girls that do leave. Like when Demi showed up randomly, like we don't know. So it's normally the producers are the ones that are like in the know, and then they kind of get like our authentic reactions in situations. But yeah, I feel like people, they know like who our safe places are to film, like safe people, I would say.
To like open up to.
Yeah, but
Well, you're like the truth teller though. You're the one that's like, but you and I have that in common
Yeah.
where we're direct.
yes.
Like I don't have time to waste.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you've found out certain information or heard things, you're like, actually that's not true.
Yeah.
So how does that affect your relationship with the girls? Do you
Yeah.
think that they are more closed off with you?
I don't think so. I feel like I have a pretty good relationship with all of the women. And I also just think that when you're on this experience, you need to realize that like your dirty laundry is going to come out at some point. And if you have skeletons in your closet, you need to be okay with them being on the show and coming to light. And if you're not, then this world isn't for you.
Yeah.
So I feel like the girls aren't necessarily like that with me. Just because I don't know. I just feel like you just have to be aware that it's going to come out. And maybe, I don't know, maybe the girls are closed off to me. I feel like me and Miranda, that's my best friend. And I feel like that's the one person that I know for sure will always have my back and vice versa. But I don't know. I've never really felt like that from any of the girls.
Okay, without giving anything away, how would you describe the vibes of season 3 in 3 words?
Oh my God. That, I'm just kidding. Chaotic, surprising, and questions. I feel like you're still gonna leave with questions every season. Somehow we leave off on more cliffhangers.
I know you're like, oh my
Yeah,
God, the last
always.
episode, come on.
Yep.
Okay, what do you think audiences are going to be most surprised by this season?
Ooh. I think they just see a different side of me. I feel like for so long, my comments have been filled with people being like, oh, she's boring. She can't stand up for herself. Like, she doesn't speak up, blah, blah, blah. And now I finally do, and I don't know how to shut up, actually. So probably seeing a different side of me, which is great.
Okay, season 2 ended on a major note. You went to confront Marciano.
Yes.
Is that how you say his name? Marciano?
Marciano.
Okay. After hearing he and Jesse might have had an affair.
Yes.
You thought he was going to bring up Demi and said he drops a bomb. So what was going through your head at that moment?
Oh, I was so shocked. I truly thought that he was going to say, like, something happened between him and Demi. Because at that point, we were all kind of, like, maybe convinced. Because, again, like, there was just, like, a lot that happened in the villa that was weird for a married woman to be doing, you know? So I honestly thought that he was going to be like, oh, yeah, like, me and Demi smooched here or something. And then when he said it was about Jesse, I was like, there's no way. Because I just feel like Jesse's she thinks a lot of things out. She thinks like 1,000 steps ahead. And I think that's because she's such a business like driven person that she always thinks of like the effect that situations can have. So when I heard it was Jessie, I was like, there's no way. Like, she's not like dumb enough to do that, you know? But then knowing like the context of the situation and why she did what she did and like how emotionally drained she was and how she just wanted validation, I'm like, okay, like I can see that. And now knowing more context too about Jordan and Jesse's relationship and how, you know, emotionally abused she was for such a long time, I can understand why she got to that level that she did.
And like you were saying with the skeletons in the closet, I feel like being a thought out person, like you were saying, but the show already being live and then they went on that other show, I feel like she probably was like, yeah, people are probably going to find this out at some point.
Yeah. Well, season 2, you can see that she like lied about it when we were doing the truth box, and she was like, why would I ever do that? Like, I think she just maybe thought it would never come out. Maybe she thought that truly Marciano was being honest when he was like, this will never come out. This is our secret. And maybe she believed him. I don't know.
Do they talk now? Her and Marciano? Do they talk?
No, I don't think so. From what I've heard, they haven't spoken in months.
Damn.
I know.
Do you feel like you were put in an unfair position with all the information?
No, not necessarily. I do think it was a hard position to be put in because then the girls were pressuring me to tell them. And I was like, okay, this isn't just me telling you that like Jessie won something or like she has a cool like brand deal or something cool like that. Like, this is like something that can ruin her whole entire like image and like her marriage. And I know how badly, you know, infidelity in a marriage can hurt your kids. That's something that I experienced from my parents growing up, and I know how much that affected me. So I was like, this isn't something that I'm going to take lightly. And it was hard, but I think ultimately I just wanted to let Jessie know and then have her handle it, because at the end of the day, this isn't my business. It's not my marriage. I'm not married to Jordan. So if they can work it out, then that's awesome for them.
Do you think the situation could have been handled differently, or do you think it was just inevitable?
I think it was going to come out eventually. I think that all truth always comes out. I feel like if someone cheats, it's going to come to light, and I feel like it was only a matter of time. So I think it came out the best way it possibly could. You know, one of her good friends like telling her like, hey, this is what I know, and like she was able to maybe like get ahead of it before it could have blown up to something like big. But yeah.
Well, and also, I feel like you were really respectful.
Yeah.
Like, you thought about the situation and the information and were trying to figure out the best way to relay the message and kind of tell her. But, I mean, it's not easy,
No,
you know,
it's hard.
especially when a family's involved. It's
Yeah.
really hard.
No.
Well, you're in a relationship now. I
am.
just met him, Mason.
Yes.
What's up, homie? How's that going?
So good.
Is it true he's Chase's brother?
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
know.
So, how did this come about? I want the whole story. I need the tea.
Okay, from the beginning. So, me and my friend Devin, we were actually just talking about her. We went out one night in Salt Lake to some of the bars, and we were meeting up with Shania, which is Miranda's best friend.
Okay.
And she's like, come meet us at this bar. We came and met her, and she points to Mason and Chase, and she goes, which one do you guys want? To me and Devin. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Which one do I want? I was like, first of all, that's Chase. At that point, I wasn't close with Miranda in the slightest. Like, acquaintance would be like a loose term, honestly. Like, I've met her at that point maybe like 3 or 4 times for content days that we would do like little cringy mom talk videos, but that was it. That was
And for those that don't know, Chase is Miranda's ex-husband and baby daddy.
Yes.
And you're dating her ex-husband's brother.
Yep. So I didn't know Miranda that well at all, but I still even in that moment was like, no, like I just feel like that's like weird. Like, I'm good. That's Miranda's ex-husband. Like, I'm fine. The whole entire night I was very persistent on like, no. And then she basically gave me like her blessing. She's like, I don't care. And I was like, okay, you know what? F it. Like, he's cute. Like, I'll go for it, Chase. And then my friend went after Devin, and we saw each other for maybe like a month, very like loosely.
You and Chase?
Me and Chase, yeah.
Okay.
Went on maybe like 3 dates in total. Obviously had sex a couple times, but it was never anything like deep. Like, I couldn't even tell you the man's middle name. Like,
it wasn't deep, but he was deep.
Yeah. Oh my God. I fear a couple times. But it just was not a deep relationship, you know?
Yeah,
and
no, I get it.
That's why I feel like it was fine for me and Mason. And then we rekindled at my birthday party, which you'll see on season 3, or what you did see. And that was the first time we saw each other for like probably like maybe a couple months or like almost a year. So it was like a while that I didn't speak to like either one of them. We still like follow each other on Instagram, but it was just like nothing came from like me and Chase. So, like, why would I talk to Mason? And then me and Mason just started seeing each other, and just
how did that happen? Like, how did you guys start?
Night, Shania, always, she's like, hey, just so you know, like, Mason's always thought you're like cute. And I was like, there's no way, ha ha ha, like, Devin, you know, that's weird. But then I was just like, okay, like, let's go on a date. And then we went on a date. And
how long have you guys been dating?
So started seeing each other in March, but been official since July.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's been
a minute. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, you guys seem happy. I love that he's with you.
I know, he's the best.
Okay, what's life like for you now with such a large public platform? Like, how has it changed from before the show started?
So much. I feel like I think out so many things more than I did before. Like, simple things of like posting something that's in front of my house now. Like, you just think out everything. And I feel like I'm constantly thinking of like how to protect my kids, how to protect myself. Also, like, you have to think out people that reach out to you and like, oh, are they reaching out for like genuine reasons? Do they actually want to be my friend? Or they just talked about for clout? It's just, you have to think out so many things, but it's changed in great ways too. I'm able to provide my kids an amazing life that I never could ever dream of. You know, I feel like there's times in my life that like I would have to think of, okay, like I have $100 in my bank account right now. I'm about to check out at the grocery store. I can only spend like $50 because I still have to get gas for the week. And there's times that like I was literally pinching pennies trying to put food on the table for my kids. So to be able to like have financial freedom and provide my kids a great life, I never could have imagined it. I'm so grateful.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Where do you and Whitney stand right now?
I love Whitney.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We had our ups and downs in season 3 for sure. And I feel like that's a friendship that's hard. Whitney's a very outspoken person and she'll tell you how it is, and it's kind of hard sometimes. And it's hard also that she's close with me because I'm not close with me, and I don't think I ever would be. But I really, really love Whitney. I think Whitney is a really good friend. When she loves very hard. And I think that's why sometimes it comes off so aggressively. And with like her and Michaela, it's just because she was just like, let me love you. And Michaela was like, no. And I feel like that's why they were butting heads for so long. And I think you see more of that in season 3, like unfold towards the end.
I do think Whitney is such a genuine person.
Yeah, she is.
And like knowing her off camera versus on camera, and obviously like they're gonna cut and the producers are gonna do what they need to like have drama, but like she is such a good person.
She is.
And so kind.
She really is.
And I love that she's getting her flowers right now.
I know.
I really do.
She
I
deserves
think
it.
she deserves it.
Yeah.
She deserves what's happening to her on Dancing with the Stars. She's fucking killing it.
I'm so proud of her.
And I love that. I love that for her. And I also think it's really cool to watch someone go from being so insanely hated and bullied online, because I've been in that position and it fucking sucks. Like, it's so lonely. It's so hard. It fucks with your mental health. So to see her thrive now and like see the genuine happiness in her face and like doing what she loves, it makes me really happy.
I'm really happy for her. She deserves it. It's she got the brunt end of what it's like to be the villain on a reality show, and she suffered for a minute, and I feel like she definitely deserves all the love right now. I'm really happy for her.
What's the reason why you and Demi aren't friends?
I just think I've just seen too much for too long. I feel like for a long time everyone in this group would always excuse Demi's behavior because she's very outspoken, she's very opinionated, but she does it in a funny way. So you're like, oh, like, she's kind of a bitch, but like she said that like kind of in a joking way, so like it's not a big deal. And like you would
Like
always
sarcasm.
kind of like,
okay.
you'd always kind of like dismiss her being mean for her funniness. And I feel like we did that for a very, very long time in this group, and it wasn't until she started doing all of these awful things to Jesse that we were like, whoa, like this isn't funny anymore. This isn't like a joke. This is actually like vile behavior, and we can't believe she's doing this to like one of our friends. And then it was just, you know, you start to like let her back in, and you start to let your walls down a little bit, and then she just does it again. It's like a continuous pattern that she almost has this like I'm better than you mindset. And I get that. I love a confident woman. I think that's amazing. But I think in this environment where already we're pitted against each other every day, naturally when you're on a reality show, that's what's going to happen. I feel like you don't need any more animosity towards each other. And I feel like every time she's in the room, it's just negative, and it sucks. It's really hard to be around.
Yeah, and that I don't know her personally, so I can't speak on any of that. But I think in general, the types of people that is like that kind of sucks the energy out of the room. And also in a friendship and relationship, you're like, what, you get to an age where like, what are you doing to benefit me? Like, I'm benefiting you. Like, you can't, you have to fill each other's cups. And so that can get very draining.
And it's hard because she can be fun. Like, she's fun to be around. She's fun. There's, like I said, she's really funny. And I feel like when you have your good moments with me, you're like, oh, like you remember it, and you're like, you go back to like those good times, and you're like, damn it, like she's actually like really fun to be around. Like maybe we can work this out. And then it's the same thing. You see the patterns again. You're like, hey, like this isn't just like a one-off experience anymore. Like this is, at this point, it's almost a character flaw, and it sucks to say. And it's hopefully it's something that she can work through in the future and kind of like heal that within herself to like be a better friend and show up for people. But it's just, I just think I've seen too many things now. And if she's willing to do the things that she did to her best friend, she's going to do that to anyone. And I just, life's too short and too fragile to feel uncomfortable around people. And I just feel like, that's where I kind of stand on that.
Okay. Who do you think's the biggest villain this season?
To me.
Who's the most misunderstood?
Understood. I think probably Jesse, just because you will start to see, obviously in the beginning of the season, you're going to be like, oh my God, Jesse, like, why would you do that to him? And then you're going to start to see like a lot more character things from Jordan. And you're going to be like, okay, that makes sense. So I feel like Jesse will be a little bit misunderstood in the beginning of the season. And then towards the end, you'll be like, oh, like, I can see why she did what she did.
Okay. When you're in such a like strong personality group, like you guys are so strong and opinionated women, what gives you peace? Like, what keeps your peace for you and your home?
I think deplugging from all of it. I feel like I know my safe places, and it's like, it's Miranda, it's like Mason. I like have my people that I really feel like I can like truly confide in completely. And I don't feel like it's not that I don't feel like I can't do that with other women, but to like a deeper level, I feel like we always have like our friendships within the group that are a little bit more connected than others. And I feel like that's healthy and that's normal. So I feel like just having my safe places that I feel like I truly can confide in, and just being with my babies, you know, I feel like that's what I do all of this for at the end of the day. And like, if all of this goes away and I'm not like part of this, like that's who I go home to, is my babies. So just spending time with them, putting my phone down, drowning out the noise.
Yeah, disconnecting. Yeah. You converted at 16, right?
Yes.
To the Mormon church. What's your relationship with faith look like right now?
I feel like I'm more spiritually driven than anything. I feel like there's some bigger thing than all of us out there. I don't know what it is. I don't know what to call it, but I think there's maybe something. But I think also I'm just here we live on a floating rock, and I just try not to think too much into it, honestly.
Yeah.
I just hope that it's going to work out.
And you're so outspoken and honest, which is so refreshing because I feel like this day and age, cancel culture is so huge. So a
huge.
lot of people have like pulled back a lot, including myself,
Yeah.
just out of like protection of my own mental health.
Yeah.
What gives you the confidence to say what's on your mind?
I don't know. I think everyone's going to hate you, even if you do everything right and you try to appease everybody and walk on eggshells and make everyone happy. No one's always going to, there's going to be one person that hates you. And I think, what purpose are you doing for yourself, and like whose peace are you keeping by trying to keep others, you know?
Yeah.
I just think that life's too short, and if you don't like me for what I say, then sorry, there's somebody else out there that does. And if it doesn't serve you, then that's great. But I'm serving myself by being true to who I am.
I always say I would rather be loved for who I am than hated for who I'm not.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, and I totally agree. Like in back probably 2 years ago, I would read comments like constructive criticism and like change certain things and realize they're still giving me shit and still hating on me. So it's like, why am I changing for someone, by the way, I've never even met? It's a complete stranger to me because they don't like something I do or say. I'd rather just be myself because you're going to get hate either way.
Exactly.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know?
Exactly.
How do you separate Layla on TV versus Layla in real life?
I try to honestly show up as real as I can. I honestly feel like who I am on TV is who I am in real life. To like a limit. I think that there's definitely, I'm a little bit funnier in real life because they cut out things like that. But I feel like I try to be as authentic as I can in this experience because I feel like that translates better on TV. I don't know about you, but I feel like when I'm watching a reality show, I can tell who's faking it for camera.
Totally.
And I can tell who's like playing it up or like, you know, is playing into like producers' hands and things like that. And I feel like everyone on my show, at least I can say, is pretty authentic, and I'm proud of us for that. And I feel like that's why our show's so successful. It's because we show up every day and we try to show the audience like who we truly are and like what we're going through daily and things like that. And I feel like that's why we've built such a successful show. Because of that.
I also say all the time, because you know people didn't expect it to do as well as it did, but I always say I did because there's never been a reality show that isn't stemmed from people already having money and success and being moms that created money and a business on social media and are the sole provider for their family. There's never been anything like it. And I love that it's happened like that because everyone loves Real Housewives, but it's like, how many rich families need cameras in their house to show their mansions and their cars because they married into money or started businesses or whatever the case may be. But it's like, you guys are such a different niche. And it's so cool to see because it's the first reality show I've seen that I'm like, anyone watching it could do what they did. They could all start social media. They could all make a shit ton of money and support their kids.
No, it's amazing. I think that we're just showing up as raw and real as we can. Like even just things that are simple, like when you're watching the Housewives, like they're showing up to each other's houses in full beats of glam and like
stylists
and all these things. We're like, no, like I'm coming to your house with no makeup on and sweatpants that probably have food from my kids at 3 p.m. and I'm showing up who I am. And if that looks gross and I look, you know, not camera presentable, then like good, because that's like what's real and that's what our life is. And we want to show people that post the damn video. Your life can completely change. And it's crazy to think of like where we are and where we came from. And it's a really unique show, and I feel like that's why
totally
I did good.
How do you think you've grown the most since cameras first started rolling?
I think I'm just able to advocate for myself more. I feel like I'm finally finding my voice and being able to speak up and just being more true to who I am. I feel like I've always been this, but just been too scared to show it.
I remember watching you in season 1 and I remember being like, wow, she's so shy. But like in person, you're not like that. But also what people didn't understand is what you were going through in your personal life during that time. You know?
And I've always kind of been like this. I've always been more shy. And I think it's just like a lot of things that like hopefully I can dive more into in like future seasons. I've dealt with a lot in my childhood and I have a lot of trauma around it. And that's still things that I'm working through to this day. And I think that's why like when people are yelling and I shut down and I don't speak is because when I was little, if I spoke up when I was getting confronted with things, I'd get screamed at more or grounded for more amounts of times, or abuse. So it's like it's hard for me to work through those things now as an adult, but I'm trying my best every day and trying to show up. And this is a very polarizing experience that I'm a part of every day. It's how many times are you in a room with 9 women that are screaming at each other for God knows what, just dumb shit. Like, it's weird world that we live in, but I'm trying to navigate it as best as I can.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. What's something you've learned about friendship and forgiveness through this whole experience?
That we're human and we're all going to fuck up. And there's going to be moments that you act out of character or you say things that you probably shouldn't have. And just know that that was like a little girl or at what point of their life. And they're still learning just like I am. And just try to give people grace. I think ultimately that's how I look at like all the girls. Like, will I have deep relationships with every single one of these women again? No. And that's okay. But I also can have grace for them in situations that they handled things probably not the best because I understand.
Yeah. What's the biggest opportunity that has come your way work-wise, career-wise since the show that you never thought was possible?
Trying to think.
I'm like walking swim week.
Yeah,
that was
amazing.
Iconic.
I loved that. That was such a pinch me week for sure. That I just did like a collection with Cupshe. I feel like that was really cool.
Yay,
just like
congrats.
having your name like attached to something and having like your face on like a PR package. I bet like you feel that way too. It's
So
like
cool.
my face is on this. What the hell?
It never gets old.
No, it's so cool. It's like you never thought that your name would be attached to something else. I'm like, you're drinking your own drink right now.
I am.
Like, that's so amazing. Who would have thought?
Sweet.
It's just cool.
You need to try it, by the way, after we're done.
Going to Arizona right now.
Period. Okay, what's next for you outside the show? Anything you're excited about?
I'm trying to pursue modeling. It's my like lifelong dream.
Yep.
I want to be a runway model really bad. So hopefully I can sign with somebody and pursue that more full time.
I could see it.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
100%. Should we expect you to see you on Taylor seasons of The Bachelorette?
Hopefully. Yeah. If they have us, I would love to go on there and seek out the toxic men.
100%. Grill their asses.
See the red flags before she can.
I'm signed up for that. Okay. Fun rapid fire. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Go to caffeinated order before filming.
Ooh. I love Starbucks. I'd get like a venti ice blonde white mocha with no whip.
Oh my God, that sounds fire.
Very good.
Yeah, you brought in Air One iced coffee, and I said I didn't realize Air One sold iced coffee, and you were like, "Don't get it.
Don't get it. It's not good." I don't know if I order something that's bad because Air One has amazing things, like incredible things. That no,
they take all my money, and I'm on the yearly membership because I get so many smoothies.
Wait, I'm obsessed.
It's only $100 a year, but there's
my publicist was just telling me about this.
Yeah,
if I lived here, I would. But honestly, I'm here so much. I'm like, is it worth it? Only $100?
Yeah.
Should I just get in anyways?
I 100% would.
I might.
Because when you're here for like press and stuff,
worth it.
Yeah. Okay, a song that instantly puts you in a good mood.
Ooh. Buttons by Pussycat Dolls.
Telling you to loosen up my button. Do you want to know some fun facts? My 86-year-old grandma, since I was like 8 or 10 years old, she's obsessed with Don't Ya by Pussycat Dolls.
Such a good one too.
But she'll lick her finger and like, so she'll go, don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me?
I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah, she's
Can I
iconic.
meet her?
Yeah, she's in Santa Barbara.
Wait,
she's an
such
icon.
a fucking slay.
Yeah, I have a video.
I want to meet her when I grow up.
That was literally her on Thanksgiving, and she taught me how to play poker, and I was like 5. But we had to wear visors to be like legit. Yeah,
I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah, that was some devilish shit.
No, that's amazing. I wish I got that in my childhood.
Isn't gambling like devilish or something? And she was like, "This is how you bet with chips."
Well,
I turned out fine. Okay, what's your biggest mom hack you swear by?
Ooh.
I'm like, you're the expert. You had kids 13 months apart.
I know. I don't even know how looking back, sometimes I'm like, how did I make it through that?
Your sleep schedule.
I'm still exhausted. My kids still wake up multiple times throughout the night.
Wait, how
to this
old are
day? 3 and 4. Yeah.
You're
just
tired.
for like the dumbest things too. They'll be like, Mom, like, can you like grab my water or like pat my back for a second? I'm like, guys, Mama's tired.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Ziggy will be like, the ice in my water melted. I said, okay.
There's bigger fish to fry, Ziggy.
Also,
Come
I'm
on.
like, babe, there's a pebble ice maker now at your level for a reason. I'm like, scoop that shit up and put it in
there. And he's like, Mom, I need you to do it.
Oh my God.
Kids, we love them.
Yeah,
Mom?
love them.
I feel like my biggest mom hack probably like hot take screen time.
No, so true. You know what?
You need a break.
I will say, like, now that my kids are in school, like I was just saying, Monday through Friday from 8 to 4, they come home so exhausted and overstimulated, and they do Spanish, French, art, music, science, and then their like normal classroom. So they have like, I think like 8 or 10 teachers in total, I think. They are constantly on the go, constantly learning. So when they come home, Ziggy, first of all, has to start his homework, and then he has to read his books. And then we have dinner. And when it's like 7 o'clock, you watch your iPad, you put a movie on, do something. I'm like, relax your brain. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah. No, I think screen time in moderation is healthy. Sorry.
100%.
Like, mom needs to put on her makeup really quick before she goes to work.
Yep.
Like, you can watch 30 minutes of Paw Patrol.
Also,
You're gonna be
like,
okay.
my 4-year-old getting her hair done, you think she's just going to sit and stare at a wall for 20 minutes while I do these fancy-ass pigtails? No. She wants to watch Storybots.
Yeah, and as she should.
Okay, and she's learning.
Yeah.
So. God forbid.
Yeah.
I will say, we don't allow YouTube. That's the one thing.
Yeah, YouTube's scary.
Because even they both had YouTube Kids on their iPads, and some crazy shit came on, and I was like, no, that scares me.
They don't have, like, tablets yet, my kids, because they're too little.
Yeah.
Like, they'll probably get those one day, but right now it's just, like, TV, you know?
Get the Amazon Kindle Fire, the kids one, because it's a 2-year warranty.
Ooh.
Drop it in a pool, water damage, cracked screen, they'll replace it.
Wait, obsessed.
Yeah. I'm like, this isn't an ad. I've bought new ones every year. Okay. If you were offered to be on any other reality show in the world, what would it be?
Ooh.
Kardashians tomorrow.
Yeah. Kim, hit me up.
Maybe.
I think, like, Traders.
The fuck is Traders? Avery. Everyone's mad at me. What is it?
It's like this, like, it's they pick on a bunch of reality stars, and it's like a show that I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like a contest show, basically.
Okay.
You have homework.
Traders. I'll look them up. Okay, if you could plan a girls trip anywhere with the cast, no drama allowed, where would you go?
Oh, God. With this group, I don't think that's possible, the drama part. But trip. I feel like somewhere, like, tropical. We haven't gone on any beach trips or anything yet. We've gone to, like, New Orleans.
Like, travel at all.
No,
like, you guys, like...
Season 1 we did, but then we only went to, like, where do we even go? Park City and stuff. So
That's
we went
not
down the
traveling.
street, you know.
Yeah, that's not traveling. You guys need to go to, like, Bora Bora or some shit on a
like
PJ.
Even, like, Mexico. Bring me to Cancun. That's easy.
Or Tulum.
Something.
Somewhere tropical.
I need a beach. So at least when, like, I'm being yelled at, like, I
when
can
you
dip my toes in some sand.
100%.
You know?
When you go, invite me, but I'll just stay in the back room.
Oh, perfect.
So I don't have to be involved in the drama or the cameras.
Amaze.
Okay, great.
Great. Perfect.
Well, thank you for being on. This was so
me.
fun. I'm so excited for you. You should be so proud of yourself.
Seriously, thank you.
I'm so stoked for season 3. Yes. Where can everyone find you and follow you on socials?
All of my handles are Layla Taylor.
Period.
Yep.
Well, cheers.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.